Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video we're going to do some more IELTS writing part 2 feedback. So let's have a look. Of course we start as always by reading the question. So let's take a look. The crime rate nowadays is decreasing compared to the past due to advanced technology. So there's a mistake in the question. The crime rate nowadays is decreasing compared to the past. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm not sure where the candidate got this question from. Please be careful when there are lots of IELTS questions out there, lots and lots and lots of IELTS essay questions from trusted sources. It's always better to use real questions, but okay. The crime rate nowadays is decreasing compared to the past due to advanced technology, which can prevent and solve crime. Ooh, that's difficult. Prevent and solve crime. I don't know if you can solve crime. You can prevent crime and you can solve criminal cases, but solve crime. So there are all sorts of problems with this question. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, so main subject is crime, and the question that we really are asking is, can advanced technology... it's even difficult. I mean, this is the problem with when you have strange questions that are not real questions. It's difficult to give a mark for task response, simply because I don't know what to do with this question. The crime rate nowadays is decreasing compared to the past. It's decreasing compared to the past? Okay, let's just say nowadays it's decreasing due to advanced technology. So, okay, so let's take this as the question. Do you agree that the crime rate is decreasing because of advanced technology, or do you disagree that the crime rate is decreasing because of advanced technology? But this is going to be a tricky one to mark, because if I can't understand the question fully, it's very possible that the candidate mistakes it too. The candidate might discuss whether it's possible for advanced technology to prevent and solve crime, but it seems that that's not really what's going on. So yeah, okay. Let's take that as the question. Do you agree or disagree that advanced technology is the reason why the crime rate is decreasing nowadays? Okay, so what are we looking for? In the introduction, we want to see some background information about crime rate, decreasing crime rate, maybe something about the use of technology in police force or something like this. Some reference to the question, and I want to know the candidate's position, if the candidate agrees or disagrees with this idea that advanced technology is responsible for the decrease in the crime rate. So let's have a look. People have different views. Which people feels a bit too general. People have different views on the role of technology in reducing crime rates. Again, I think maybe something, there are different views. That sounds better. People have different views. The target reader is immediately thinking, well, which people? If you say there are different views, we're not worried about people. But okay, just a minor problem. People have different views on the role of technology in reducing crime rates. Crime rates? Don't know why the plural is used there. It seems a bit strange. While technological advancements undoubtedly undoubtedly is a bit strong, but that's okay, undoubtedly contribute to crime prevention, I believe that a multifaceted approach, so we need that article. I believe that a multifaceted approach encompassing education and government initiatives is more effective in lowering crime rates. Okay, maybe just mention that you disagree with the idea that advanced technology is the best way to approach crime, but again, because of the strange question, it's difficult to understand really if this thesis statement is okay. A multifaceted approach is more effective. Okay. All right, so in general, more or less more or less okay. Proponents of technology's role in crime reduction cite various reasons to support their stance. But why are you talking about this? This is a do you agree or disagree. So it's not a both sides. And this is a problem we have over and over and over again on this channel. Candidates don't understand the different kinds of IELTS essay questions, and they approach them in the wrong way. This is a do you agree or disagree. It is not discuss both sides. It is not why do some people agree and why do some people disagree. And it is not why do some people agree and why do you disagree. It is only do you agree or disagree. And so what we're looking for in this body one paragraph is the first argument for why advanced technology is not responsible. And we don't get that. We get the reasons why advanced technology is responsible in decreasing the crime rate. And that's not what we need in this type of essay. So it's very important for candidates to understand the different kinds of IELTS questions. Some say there are 4, some say there are 5, some say there are 7. I guess, there are really 4 or 5 maybe. But okay, let's look at it for language. So proponents of technology's role in crime reduction cite various reasons. Can you cite a reason? Maybe you can. Cite various reasons to support their stance. Okay, but let's get into it. Let's have a nice topic sentence, something that tells us why they support it. But okay. Large organizations, we get a small L here. We need a capital L. It's the start of a sentence. Large organizations such as banks and five-star hotels now employ sophisticated surveillance measures, including high-resolution cameras and GPS-enabled monitoring devices. When a crime occurs, these systems can quickly capture and transmit crucial data to law enforcement agencies, facilitating a rapid response. So response is a single accountable noun, facilitating a rapid response. And increasing the likelihood of apprehending perpetrators. In this case, it is important to acknowledge the role of technology in preventing an increase in crime rate. Okay, so firstly, the language is absolutely fantastic in terms of grammar, in terms of vocabulary, amazing language. I would even maybe guess that this candidate is using ChatGPT to correct their mistakes, or maybe using Grammarly to correct their mistakes, because the language just feels too good to be true. Yeah, really, really incredible. Transmit crucial data to law enforcement agencies. This is incredible language. We get the participle, facilitating rapid response. Okay, we missed the article, but rapid response is a great collocation. The likelihood of apprehending perpetrators. It's just too good to be true. Really incredibly topic-related language and incredibly accurate grammar with a full grammatical range. Not really sure in terms of the achievement, in terms of task response here, whether that communicative achievement, is it really answering the question? You've given an example of how banks and five-star hotels use this. So you've shown that it is effective. In this case, it's important to acknowledge the role. Okay, so it is linked. I wouldn't say I'm fully satisfied, but it is linked. But I still don't like that the candidate has said that they believe that the multifaceted approach is the multifaceted approach is the best approach. Yet they spend a whole body paragraph here talking about the benefits of crime. Now, you could say that, the candidate is approaching the task by saying that they partially agree, and maybe this, while technological, do contribute, I believe. Yeah, maybe it's okay. I just think it's unnecessarily complicated. I think just pick one side. Agree or disagree. If you agree, write two body paragraphs explaining why you agree. If you disagree, write two body paragraphs explaining why you disagree. That easy. We don't need to mix it up. Okay. However, in my view, a combination of education and government initiatives play. So we should have plays because the head noun is combination. A combination plays a more important role in reducing crime. If schools provide children, so using a conditional as an example, that's fine. We don't even need cohesive device, that's fine. If schools provide, I don't know why we have a capital letter with schools. That's not how we use capitalization. If schools provide children with a better education and learning environment with the assistance of skilled teachers, again, the likelihood of somebody. Yeah, so we've had this, the likelihood of. I don't know why we're repeating it. Maybe just change it to the probability of. So the likelihood of, the likelihood of. I'm not sure that I like that repetition of construction. Shows a lack of flexibility. Just change it to the probability of. But also notice this, the likelihood of criminal behavior among younger generations is unlikely to rise. The likelihood is unlikely. The likelihood is unlikely to rise. It just sounds strange. Another way is that the government, don't know why this capitalization there. Another way of what? Okay. Another way is that the government should impose strict regulations on crime. Can you put regulations on crime? You can put regulations on, I don't know, banking things and investing and what teachers can and can't do. But I don't know about imposing strict regulations on crime. So regulations isn't exactly the right word there. When strong regulations and safety protocols are enforced, I don't know, safety protocols on crime? No. Safety protocols on, health and safety policies and things like that, rules, maybe even laws, fine. But on crime, safety protocols on crime, I don't know exactly what it means, and it's not explained. When strong regulations and safety protocols are enforced under the control of the government. So, lapse in grammar there. People understand the consequences of committing crime and are more likely to abandon such ideas. Yeah, it's just a bit too basic there. So we had very nice paragraph. Body paragraph 1 was very well explained. Now body paragraph 2, I'm left with questions, right? What do you mean regulations on crime, and what are these safety protocols that the government can impose, and how will that lead to people abandoning such ideas? I'm not fully informed. So in conclusion, although technology offers a wide range of benefits like cameras and GPS tools, I believe a partnership between education and government is much more significant. I don't know about significant. Effective? Maybe, yeah, would be much more effective, or would be more suitable or more appropriate, or would lead to better results. But I don't know about significant. That is the wrong word there. Okay, so a very, very tricky one to mark, because the question is strange, and it seems like the candidate maybe has used some technology to check his grammar, or to check their grammar here, but maybe not so much here. So I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's go through it one by one. So task, response. So could this be okay? I guess I am informed about why he thinks to some extent technology is good at decreasing crime. And I know kind of what he means, kind of what the candidate, don't know if it's he or she, sorry about that, don't know exactly what the candidate means when they talk about schools providing children with better education. It's not clear. It just looks, that's a language that you could use for anything. not really related to crime. And also, there's not a satisfying explanation of what regulations could be used. So I would say, because this is an important thing, this is the candidate's main thing, I really need to be informed of this, and I'm just not. So I'm kind of informed of a lot of stuff, but this key paragraph I'm not informed of. So for me, task response 6. Lexical resource will go to next. Oh no, coherence and cohesion. So the paragraph structure, I think, is acceptable. I don't like it. I just want the candidate to choose agree or disagree and explain why. But since in the introduction they have mentioned both sides, they're kind of manipulating it or twisting it into a both sides type of essay, which is okay. It's not perfect, but it's more or less okay. Paragraph structure, fine. Introduction, clear body paragraphs, and a conclusion, short, snappy summary. That's fine. We get some nice coherence, including using the conditional as to give an example. We have another way. Another way isn't like massively coherent. I can work out what it means fairly easily, but it's not massive. Another way of what? Another way to do what? I'm left with that question. Of course, we get the normal stuff. However, to change focus from one thing to a different thing, we get the in conclusion to start the conclusion. That's fine. We get some, again, subordination when people so that shows nice sentence type, a complex sentence. This facilitating using a participle clause, that's also very, very good coherence. Again, we have more subordination here. Maybe a few more discourse markers might be nice. We're a little bit weak, a little bit short on discourse markers, although we do have quite a few nice participles. So I think, yeah, maybe there is even enough for... Maybe I can I award the 8? I don't like awarding 8s. Yeah, I think I can award the 8, maybe just about. Okay, lexical resource. This one is such a strange one because this paragraph is just band 9. This paragraph is absolutely band 9, but we also get some strange thing like repetition, the likelihood with the likelihood earlier. So, okay, that's just one bit of evidence. Can I find any more thing? Yeah, the likelihood of something is unlikely to rise. Again, not really absolutely clear with that vocab. And then safety protocols and regulations on crime isn't just quite right. Much more significant. That's the wrong word there. So I think, yeah, there's certainly enough to pull it down. It's certainly not a 9, although this is absolutely 9. That paragraph is more like a 7. So I think maybe that I can give 8 for lexical resource. Grammatical range and accuracy now. Again, this paragraph is 9 all over. A complete 9 for this one. I don't like this active voice here. I just don't like starting with people. I think I'd use a different grammatical construction there, so that's a little weak. A few mistakes with articles, few mistakes with capitalization, like capitalizing schools, capitalizing government, missing the third person s, a combination of and plays a role, but maybe that's a little bit harsh. Yeah, I think I can drop to a 7 for this one. So I don't know. Okay, let's figure out the score first of all. So we have 6887. So overall, that gives us a 7.5, I believe. 7.25. So 7886. That would be 7.5. That would be 7.25 in total. which rounds down, unfortunately, to 7.0, which is still C1, so well done there. So, things to mention. First, please make sure that you get your questions from a trusted source. This question really, to me, doesn't look like a real IELTS question, and the fact that there was that mistake, advanced technology, is just, yeah, it doesn't look like a real IELTS question to me, so be careful with where you get your questions from. Second, learn about the different essay question types and the easiest structures to use with them. I haven't punished you for this, but I don't like the fact that you're treating this as a discuss both sides, because it's a do you agree or do you disagree? And I know you could say, well, I partially agree, but I really think you're better just choosing here either agree and use 2 body paragraphs to explain why you agree, or disagree and use your 2 body paragraphs to explain why you disagree. It's just a much easier approach. So I would say that. Third, if you use Grammarly or ChatGPT to correct your grammar, to correct your language, fine, but don't give it to me to check. So use one or the other. I'm not interested in use, and I'm not saying for sure that the candidate is using ChatGPT or Grammarly here. I don't know 100% if that's true, but I've used ChatGPT a lot, and when I look at this paragraph, to me, that looks not like a candidate's writing. That looks like they've got it from somewhere else. So absolutely fine. Use those tools to help you, but don't lie to yourself if you are using them. If you're not using them, fine, absolutely wonderful. This is a great paragraph. But if you are using ChatGPT for this stuff, don't send it to me to check, because I have no interest in checking ChatGPT or Grammarly's work. You can do that by yourself on the side, and you can use it and you can learn from it. Great. But please send me your original work like you would do it in the test, because of course on test day you won't have access to ChatGPT, you won't have access to Grammarly. So I'm more interested in checking authentic writing. But very good, C1, and I particularly loved this paragraph. Lots of amazing language. That paragraph is definitely a band 9 paragraph. Fourth point, I guess I'll mention. Learn how capitalization works. We don't need capital S for schools, and when you start a sentence, we always need a capital letter. Cool. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. So I am back making videos. If you have some writing that you would like me to check, please do get in touch. Also, I'm doing speaking tests, so if you would like to have a practice speaking test, also get in touch. I know that a lot of people have written to me and asked me for a speaking test in these last 2 weeks while I've been away. I have started contacting people. Speaking tests will continue as of tomorrow. I will have some free time tomorrow, Wednesday, and on Thursday. So I'll be in touch with some of you soon. Of course, as I said, if you'd like a free practice speaking test with feedback, or if you'd like a similar writing check, please get in touch. Information on how to contact me is given in the information below. But for them, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much, and goodbye.